before we get started, let's check out the links in my description. We all want nice things. We want the car, we want a house, we want a high limit credit card. But if you don't have at least a 680 credit score, you're not even in the game. So click this link here to know where you stand and get your free credit scores from all three bureaus. That will be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And also get your reports. If you would like to be free and become financially independent through entrepreneurship, click this link here to be free. If you'd like to get cash back, which is a discount during shopping, please click this link here to see my favorite cashback sites. And if you enjoy the music you hear in the background, please click the link here and subscribe to It's Oasis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Wealth. Today I have another fraud story for you with the PPP loan. It's a ton of them. But first, if you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports, well, all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week with your vehicle on your time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can use the Hire Car with the Wealth Dasher and still make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your time. Want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500? Click the Be Free link in the description below, then click Sign Up. If you like cash back while shopping online, click the cashback links in the description below. You're interested in that new MasterCard? It's the Aspiration Zero MasterCard. They're offering $300 back on $3,000 spend within the first 90 days. You can apply for the Aspiration Zero MasterCard by clicking the Aspiration link in the description below. Now let's get into this article about this crazy person that did this fraud with the PPP loan. Smyrna man charged in Paycheck Protection Program fraud received loan of $514,370. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I mean, I don't want to do no fraud, but 500. Well, let's get to it. Y'all know me. A Smyrna, Tennessee man was charged Friday with money laundering related to a fraudulent scheme where he obtained a small business loan under the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP. According to the U.S. Attorney Mark Wooderson for the Middle District of Tennessee, 53-year-old Sean Palmer, the sole owner of Palmer's Transportation, Inc. in Laverne, Tennessee. Palmer was charged with criminal information which alleges that in June 2020, Palmer fraudulently applied for and received a PPP loan in the amount of $514,370. According to the charging document, in June 2020, Palmer sent several documents to someone who helped him apply for a PPP loan. These documents were then submitted to Cabbage Inc., a lender approved by the Small Business Administration to provide funds under the program. I haven't heard about Cabbage in a while about these PPP. I think I haven't heard Cabbage name in, well, I'll say since 2020. I guess that's when it did say 2020, so I guess that's when it was going on. Because Cabbage wasn't that big with it once it hit around 2021. So this had to be around that time when it was Cabbage and Blue Vine. Cabbage and Blue Vine was the main ones doing it. The program was designed to provide a direct incentive for small businesses to keep their workers on the payroll during the COVID-19 pandemic. Palmer's loan application falsely represented that Palmer's Transportation had 27 employees when it had only 2, including himself. That man added on 25 more people. Matter of fact, this man added on 26 more people. Technically, because remember you count yourself, so you can say 25. Let's continue on. Although Palmer's Transportation's 2019 income tax return indicated its gross revenue was less than $200,000, the application falsely represented an average monthly payroll of $205,748, gross receipts of $6,744,254.12 for tax year 2019. and represented that Palmer's Transportation had gross wages of $2,322,567 and $87,311 in state income tax withholdings for tax year 2019. That dude, oh my gosh. This guy's gross revenue was $200,000, but he said he made $6.7 million. Dude, that's like what? 30 times? You said you made 30 times more? That's crazy. That is crazy. After the loan was approved and deposited into Palmer's account, the person who helped him with the loan application sent a text message to Palmer requesting $25,000. So this person was getting people mad loans, and what if he's getting $25,000 each? If all he had to do was just about what? 20, 30, 40 of those loans, this dude was technically a millionaire after that. That's crazy. He could do that for, because a lot of business people know other business people. So you bring them to you and say, look, man, I can get you $500,000 right now. And then you do it, you get $25,000. Do that a few times, you kind of in it clear. But me, I'll throw your name in there. Kind of like the last article I just did, where they actually knew the guy's name who was doing these loans for these celebrities. So this one, you know what? If I'm about to go to jail, dude, I know where I'm from. You ain't supposed to be tricking. What they call it, snitching. But dude, you going. Even though, me personally, I totally believe that Palmer probably didn't even know. I told you somebody tried to get me. And if I had to look over those documents, because some people just go ahead and sign away, like, oh, go ahead and sign it, boom, I got you. If I hadn't looked at those documents, I'd have been submitting some stuff and I'd be in trouble. Straight up. I would look at some stuff and I'd be in trouble. So they probably didn't even know. I think a lot of people don't even know what's on this paperwork, and they just signing this stuff and they getting the money. But you got to know what you're signing. That's anything. That's why a lot of celebrities who like these rappers and these singers, they got. They making what? $10,000, $20,000, but they're living like they're millionaires because they didn't look at the contract. And as soon as everything go down, they're broke, declaring bankruptcy and all types of other crazy mess because they don't have the money because they didn't sign. They didn't look at the contract before they signed it. Pretty much what it is. So it's the same thing. But let me continue. Palmer used portions of the loan proceeds to establish a fund and other accounts and used the funds for non-authorized spending, including the purchase of a 2020 F-350, a Maserati Quattroporte, and a 2020 Freightliner Coronado. Now I'm going to get back to that Maserati in a minute. If convicted, Palmer faces up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Man, that's crazy. Okay, this is talking about reporting fraud. Alright, so I'm going to get back to this Maserati. But 10 years in prison, $250,000 for $500,000, that's not mine. So you take my $500,000, you take everything I bought with it, and I got to pay you $250 plus go to jail. Nah, I'm not feeling that. Not feeling that at all. That's why I did it the right way. But yo, let me go ahead and check and check this out. I went to justice.gov or justice.org, and they actually spoke about this Maserati. I'm going to show you. Smyrna man charged of Paycheck Protection Program fraud. This is what he spent on a Maserati. $41,611.84. They got it down to the penny. So his Maserati was $41,611.84. Now, again, if this was his own money and he didn't defraud or he didn't fraud the government to get it, then fine, whatever. But listen, at least he bought a Maserati. At least he bought a Maserati with it. I did another video of a guy and he spent almost the same amount of money. I think it was somewhere like $38,000 or something like that for a Rolex watch. He got the money and bought a almost $40,000 Rolex watch. So at least this guy bought a Maserati. I wouldn't have bought a Maserati. I think they're nice looking cars, but I don't like them personally. I don't like Maserati. I wouldn't have bought it, but that's what he wanted. Hey, at least he bought a Maserati. He didn't buy a dumb watch. All right. But anyway, just let me know what y'all think of this. These people out here going crazy. They out here, buying all types of stuff, getting this fraud money and thinking they're not going to get caught. And I told you, the government going to catch up to you. This is what's going to happen. All right. So comment anything you want about this. Comment anything you want about PPP. If you've been forgiven, if you got it, if you didn't get everything, you had problems trying to get it, whatever you want to talk about. All right. Thanks for watching. If you would like to know your FICO scores and what's on your reports from all three bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, click the credit monitoring link in the description below. If you would like to make $500 to $1,000 plus per week utilizing your vehicle on your own time, click the Wealth Dasher link in the description below. If you don't have a vehicle or you don't want to use your own vehicle, then click the Wealth Hire Car link in the description below. And that way you can hire a car and use that vehicle to then Wealth Dash and make $500 to $1,000 plus per week on your own time. If you want to know how I got 5 properties for $5,500, click the Be Free link in the description below. And if you would like to get cash back while shopping online, click the cash back link in the description below. Like, share the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to It's Oasis, and until the next video, let's get this money.